Hello Cancer friends, I'm Annie Botticelli and welcome to my Cancer March 2023 Astrology Horoscope Forecast. I'm calling the theme of the month for Cancers, Inspired into Necessary Action. And you can see our little crab here with the fire under his butt. We'll talk more about that. This is for you if Cancer is your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or any other Cancer placements you watch for. What we're going to talk about here is part of your astrological picture. If you have a birthday of around July 15th through the rest of the sign, or 23 degrees or so through the rest of the sign, so very late degree friends, I suggest you additionally listen to or watch my Leo report, because very late degree friends will benefit from both the Cancer and Leo reports. Okay, so you can see right off the bat, and we will just start with this, look at all this fire going on in this chart. That's this. That's you. So not only do we have this, we've got a 90-degree angle for all of this. So don't be worried about this. What this means is that you are going to be inspired to take necessary actions. And some of those might be things you've been wanting to do for a really long time. You just didn't have the right set of, motivations in order to do it. And sometimes we just have to either get fed up with something or we just have to gain momentum to be inspired to do it. Okay, so the 90-degree angle does show us this is going to be a little bit of work. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. That can just be you cracking through inertia. That can be you stepping out of your comfort zone. That can be you, being a little bit vulnerable. So either there's going to be stress and pressure about it, like things are coming from outside of you that are making this happen, or it's going to be pressure from inside of you that is making you ready to do this. But whatever it is, you will be inspired to action, and you actually could not have a better month in all the year, and you actually do not have a better month in all of the year than this one to take action. And that is because we've got all of this energy. Actually, before I get there, I'll just talk about it here. We've got a lot of new beginnings this month. We've got Saturn changing signs. We'll talk about what that means for you. We've got Pluto changing signs. This hasn't happened since 2008. It's a big deal. We've got Mars changing signs and going into your sign. Okay, so we're going to break these three down. But the overriding principle to know is that we've got this open window, free from not only personal planet retrogrades, but also outer planet retrogrades. This is very uncommon that all of the energies in the outer solar system and all the energies in the inner solar system are moving forward. And they're very rowdy because you add all of the fire energy plus the first fire sign, which is Aries, which is particularly rambunctious. Then you add this open window. Then you add that since August of 2022 until January of 2023, we were in a very retrograde mode, inward and backward, slowdowns, uncertainty, vacillation. And it was only really as January went on that we started to crack out of this. February was nice and open, but it didn't have all of this fire to support what is going on. And now it does. So we're adding to this. And of course the sun will get there as well. So if you have to make an important action, if you have to launch something, if you have to make an important decision, if there's an engagement and actually, let's talk about this for a second. First days of the month, Jupiter, the great expander, and Venus, which rules love, beauty, and money, are coming together. So if you have to do something with your finances or romance or anything really, this is one of the best launch dates of the whole year. Big moves, anything like that, job stuff. This is awesome. And you will have another big connection here with Mercury and Jupiter, March 27th through 28th, the days around there. So this month is just full of possibilities for your expansion. And these are just a couple of dates that have extra boost for whatever you're wanting to do. Because remember, when you do something big, that's the birth date of that thing. So if you lock in some good Jupiter connections on the birth date of something, you have that energy for the entire life of the project. So it's pretty exciting. Then we've got another couple of dates to note here. The days around March 11th through 12th, Jupiter and Chiron, big heavy hitters and the outer places are coming together. Now, this one is one that, can bring a little bit of, like I said, vulnerability. A Chiron is the wounded healer. This is an opportunity to go through something that has been limiting you, a belief system, a habit, a phobia, an addiction, a pattern of any kind, a relationship, anything that has been dragging you down internally or externally. Jupiter is giving you a chance to possibly have that worsen, to be that impetus, and possibly just helping you to just push through and crack out of the matrix. Then on March 21st, we've got the astrological new year. So as January progressed, we did have a good feeling of, it's a new year. A lot of karma cleared from the last set of eclipses in 2022. And we really started to step into what felt a time that felt very, very new. And now we've got another layer of this with all of that Aries energy and the astrological new year starting. And these dates around the 21st of March are among the best in the whole year for making a vision board. So a vision board is something you can do old school, like on poster board, or cut out a box of a delivery that you have and use the cardboard there and clip out pictures and phrases from magazines that are things you want to create more of. Do you want to create a sanctuary in your house? And you can clip pictures of, the types of furniture and plants you want. You want to travel, you can put places you want to go to. There are essences you're trying to bring in, motivational sentences, things like that. Put them on your vision board, put them where you can see them. Even if you're not directly looking at them, in your unconscious mind will pick up those messages and help you to create those things. Right? So this is amazing. So we are going through quite a few dates this month. And if you like to know the dates and things you can expect from them, definitely go to anniehelpsyou.com. If you forget that link by the time you get to the end, you can just click on the notes under the video or podcast, and all of the things I talk about are there. So anniehelpsyou.com, free newsletter. I send out a monthly write-up 1 month early of all the notable dates, things to watch out for, my favorite dates, neutral dates that could go either way, and plus a general write-up of the month delivered to your inbox 1 month early. So you can check that out. All right, so we've got a lot of energy in Aries as we keep going back to. So let's talk about some of these other energies of new beginnings with the sign changes. Okay, so Mars has been in Gemini since August of 2022. And even when it went direct in January, it was still in Gemini. So it's now this month, March 26th, that it's moving into your sign. So from March 26th through May 21st, you will have a tour of Mars through your placement. Talk about impetus. Okay, so you all are getting it from every which way. Time to take action, time to do something. And whether that's an internal decision and you're doing inner work, or whether it's external decisions or both, you've got a really great lineup over the next couple of months to really take action on your physical body, on your healing, on your wellness. You might make amazing discoveries about things that have been interfering with your best health and vibrance. Some of those discoveries might be genetic. You're going to be hearing me talk about this a lot. I have talked about this a lot, and I will be talking about it even more because genetics, individualized genetic understandings, are the future of medicine. Pluto moving into Aquarius is going to bring that type of innovation as our new norm, and you can get ahead of the curve some long-standing issues as to why you can't tolerate alcohol per se, like other people, or why you can't tolerate certain things. The clues are there in the genetics and the study of epigenetics as to why we turn genes on and off. So this might be a big time of discovery for you in this arena that can help you get your wellness back, which can help you have more energy to do the things you need to do. And Mars moving through the first house is a time where you can just completely redo your image. If you want to do something drastic with your hair, March is an amazing time for that. If you want to get all new clothes, if you have the money to do it, this is a time where everything about your appearance, how you present yourself, how you feel, is undergoing a radical transformation, and you can find ways that really resonate with how you feel, what is true for you now. So that's exciting. Now we've got Saturn changing signs. Okay, so Saturn will be in Pisces. It will move into Pisces March 8th. We'll be there from now until 2026, almost 3 years. So we're going to be feeling this. So for everybody in the zodiac, Saturn in Pisces is going to help us focus on the discipline that we need to find the answers for our mental wellness. I'm hoping that Saturn in this sign will help the process that we've begun of destigmatizing mental dis-ease and helping people understand that everybody has mental dis-ease in some way or another. Everyone has phobias, fears, limitations, limited perceptions, viewpoints, addictions. Even if it's addiction to a cell phone, is the same type of energy as addiction to something that's worse. So even if it's not manifesting in a way as bad as it could, it's the same. It's something that binds us together as humans. And so understanding this for yourself and others is part of this Saturn transit. And the opportunities it's going to bring for you as a Cancer is in the 9th house. So this means that Saturn is going to put pressure on your viewpoints. So for a few years, you're going to have Saturn asking you, okay, you think that way. How's it working for you? You think that way. Why? So it has an opportunity. It gives you the opportunity to expand your horizons, but usually under pressure. So the things that you think, the way that you see the world is going to be under pressure. And in this time, you can radically change and build a new world perception and life perception that can be much more fulfilling for you. That's what Saturn's doing there. So then we have Pluto. Let's talk about Pluto. March 24th, Pluto's moving into Aquarius. And while it will be back and forth from those late degree Capricorn placements to the early degree Aquarius placements for the next couple of years, 2023 to 2024, sort of doing that dance, we have already started the energies of what will be present from now through 2044. All right, so this is a very big storyline. You can think back to 2008 when Pluto went into Capricorn and started changing all of the systems, blowing them up. Started right with the market crash and the subprime lending market being at the center with the banks and everything that went on there. That was the hello, I'm in Capricorn now that Pluto gave us. And you can see with what's gone on with COVID, the structures that have been tested during these times, even though Pluto's been in Capricorn, that is simultaneously affecting the systems and simultaneously going into this Aquarius realm. When something is in a certain sign, but close to another one, it's in both signs. It's the energies are present in both places. So now we're moving to the story of communities. We're moving to the story of the collective, the greater good, and all the different ways that that can look. We're looking at massive technological advancement beyond what we have seen. We look back in a short amount of time of the technology we've experienced, just in the last, 50 years, 30 years even. It's mind-boggling, but it's nowhere near what we're going to go through as Pluto gets into Aquarius deeper. And so what I was talking about before, medical advancements, apps that can do things that we couldn't believe possible, that can target supplement and diet systems for people's genetic makeup and epigenetic circumstances. All that's coming. And specifically for you as a Cancer, this is Pluto getting back into the house getting into the house it rules. So what that's going to mean is life, death, birth, regeneration, Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's a big storyline. Some of you Cancers may have already seen in recent years, as Pluto's been dancing along this line close to Aquarius, deaths in your family, deaths of people close to you. So this line between life and death and the connection between the realms is really going to come up as full focus. A lot of births could be happening around you as well, very new beginnings. And this story of this deep psychological dive, Pluto rules things that are under the earth, the metals that are under there, kind of digging deep to mine the goodness in your deep unconscious space. So deep psychological and spiritual studies might be coming up for you over the next 20 or so years. And you're just beginning this, and some more mundane things like estate planning, inheritances, even lotto and sweepstakes and marriage and merging finances. All of that's going to take on a greater presence in your life. Okay, let's not forget that we do have some Pisces energies. Usually this is the month that we're talking about Pisces stuff because, the sun is in Pisces most of the month. We usually have other planets in Pisces. We'll have Mercury there. But it's kind of been getting a little dwarfed by all this fire. But it is present and it is good for you. So we are going to talk about it. The sun, Mercury will get there. In the sign of Pisces, making trines for your placement, lighting up everything for you, anything in your life, adding warmth and zest and sizzle. Mercury could be information, news, education, even teaching other people, helping other people with what you know. And all of this is happening throughout the month besides all of this as well. And these are also happening in the 9th house, which for you is ruled by that Pisces energy. So this is teaching, learning. Many, many Cancers have been getting to a place within themselves where they've figured some stuff out, right? You've been figuring things out over time, and you've been getting your strength and getting your clarity as to how you're going to help other people with this. This could be business and work-based, but it could just be passion project-based. And not linked to money, or maybe not linked to money now, but could be in the future. But something is going on for you where for many people this is going to happen. Now, for some of you, this might be involved with learning languages or international travel or international business connections or writing or publishing books or blogs. So all of this is lit up beautifully for you at this time. All right, so the last thing on my list is to talk about this full moon, March 7th, 16 degrees. For you, that's going to be in your 3rd house. So Virgo energy, fullness, completion, fruition from the full moon coming to health, pets, animals, your daily experience, your routine. And this is in a nice angle for Cancer placements. So hopefully that will be an easier time. I don't know the rest of your chart. It could bump up against something else in not a great way. But at least for the Cancer energies, it does make a 60-degree angle, which is very favorable. So you can get some kisses there. And this is also the house of communication and transportation. So fun trip, a writing project. You have the writing from the 9th house. And you have the writing from the 3rd house. You've got it coming in multiple directions here. Or you could take a course that you love or read a book that you love, or just information coming in or out in a wonderful way. Everyone will feel the goodies from that. But those of you close to 16 degrees, so we'll say 11 degrees to 21 degrees, closer to 16 degrees. So that's like our July 1st through 11th friends. And the closer to around the 5th or 6th, the more you get the kiss from that full moon. Okay, so definitely go to AnnieHelpsYou.com, sign up for my free email newsletter, get even more goodies delivered into your inbox to make the most of the astrological possibilities. If you want access to exclusive content and sometimes early content that will become public, but you get it early, go to AnnieBAstrology.com, Annie, the letter B, astrology.com, and all these links are in the notes underneath the podcast or video. You can see my Jupiter series. You can see my Sun 3 to the Signs series. You can see DIY ways to work with your birth chart, and more. You know I'm a prolific expresser, so you know that little portal is full of goodies for you. Now, if you want to take it to the next level and learn astrology, to be a professional astrologer, that is my department. I've been a coach for 20 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years. I've been an astrologer for 20 years. And so I can teach you how to combine my knowledge of business with my knowledge of astrology to be yours so that you can create your successful business with my Becoming a Professional Astrologer Mastery Course. So go to beastropro.com, beastropro.com. If you want some free courses on wellness and abundance, go to lumelife.com, Lume life.com. You'll also see my basics astrology course there if you're not ready for the big dog yet. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month.